Pending Health Canada's okay, the first doses of a coronavirus vaccine will soon be available.
The first shipment of doses is tracking for delivery next week.
Justin Trudeau says Canada will receive nearly 250,000 doses of Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine this month, with the first shots to be given to the most vulnerable, including seniors and care home workers. But Pfizer's vaccine needs to be kept at -80 Celsius, something the government says creates delivery challenges.
Which is why we are setting up initially 14 distribution centres in large urban areas.
The 14 sites are to be ready by next week.
Trudeau says millions more doses are on the way, with shipments continuing into January. Premier Doug Ford says a very small number of doses could arrive in Ontario as early as next week, as the province outlined a 3-phase vaccination plan.
But we're still very far, and I got to repeat that, very far from having the millions of vaccines we need for mass immunization.
The head of Ontario's vaccine task force, retired General Rick Hillier, says Ontario will receive 2.4 million doses during the first 3 months of 2021, which will allow the province to vaccinate more than 1 million vulnerable people during the first phase. But the province may have to set up vaccination centres amid concerns physically moving the vaccine could cause deterioration of the product.
The stability data when it's moved is uncertain, and as of right now, we may be restricted somewhat in moving it after we receive it.
Hillier says in that case, long-term care home workers will be asked to come to vaccination centres, while the residents who cannot leave the homes will have to wait until the vaccine can be brought to them.
We may not be able to do it right away.
Hamilton is working on its plan to vaccinate, including identifying potential vaccination centres and ultra-cold storage freezers.
We have identified some of the sites where we might be able to do vaccination.
The general public can expect to start receiving vaccine during Phase 2, beginning in April. Phase 3 will see the vaccine available on a regular basis in places like pharmacies. Matt Ingram, CHCH News, Hamilton.